What's good, y'all? We back for a fourth episode of the Go Cry About It podcast, the sports podcast. Um, I'm here with Braxton. How you feeling today?
Good. How about yourself?
I'm good, bro. I can't complain. It's crazy because we already had a fourth episode filmed and whatnot, but we was trying to film it
Yeah.
and the footage it didn't come out how we thought it would. But
At least we got the audio, so that hopefully we can release that maybe.
yeah, it's some decent footage for sure. But yeah, we back trying to reshoot the fourth episode for y'all. So yeah, but to start off, I guess we could take the WNBA route. I guess just like a day ago, we found out that Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark, it was All Stars.
Yeah.
Why you looking like that? What happened? What's wrong with that?
Oh, nothing.
Yeah. How you feel about that? Was that expected or?
I mean, I guess I'm kind of not surprised considering all the people who act like would be on the All-Star team or on Team USA, so they can't really play in the WNBA All-Star game since they're gonna be in Paris playing.
Oh, so the people who made the Team USA team cannot play for the women's All-Star game?
I don't really know. I don't think so, because if that, I don't think, I gotta look that up. I might be wrong, but I think they probably aren't able to.
Do you know the official list for the WNBA All-Star? I'm not sure. Let me see.
I saw it on IG earlier. Because Aja Wilson, Kelsey Plum, and all of them were on the Team USA, and then like the All-Star team had like 2 or 3 rookies on it.
Yeah. Interesting. Well, while you looking for that, I think that the fact that they're rookies and whatnot, they made the roster for the All-Star game, that says a lot, you feel me? They hooping, you feel me, individually. And Angel Reese, she's coming up on, she's still setting records for the double-doubles and whatnot, so why you say that?
I'm still laughing because of the people who we always be talking about how she be just getting her own bricks.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you did say that last episode. I mean, that's part of the game, though, you feel me? People gonna block that shot, you still gotta...
The shot selection is not good.
Yeah, I feel you. What about Caitlin Clark, though? What about her game? You still think it's average or what?
She doing decent. She got shut down by who was it? Rakia Jackson. That's the one on the Aces, right? Point guard.
Oh yeah.
She
Rakia Jackson. She's on the Sparks.
Sparks. Oh shoot, that's the wrong person.
Yeah.
Who was the point? Yeah, I get the names mixed up because I'm still new to the WNBA. But the point guard for the Aces, he was clamping her when they played.
Yeah, you might have a point though, because as I'm looking at the roster right here, for Team WNBA it's not like the big names like Aja Wilson or
Yeah, like Sabrina Ionescu and all of them are like on Team USA, while like Aaliyah Boston, Caitlin Clark, was Brianna Jones is on the All-Star team. So
that's interesting. I don't know why the league is set up like that.
well, their seasons are run through like during the summer, like they aren't able to, like, the All-Star weekend or All-Star game is gonna interfere with the Olympics. So it's just like something that happens once every 4 years. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's a big deal.
Oh, yeah.
NBA doesn't have that problem though. So
Yeah, that's a good point. I was thinking like it's taken away from the game, but with the USA game being once every 4 years, it's not really like a big deal. You feel me? Yeah. But since we talking about Caitlin Clark, Aja Wilson, and whatnot, the Fever and Aces, they set the largest attendance in 25 years. That's kind of crazy.
yeah, honestly, if I was going to see that game, honestly, I wouldn't really. Not saying I wouldn't, like, Caitlin Clark isn't the headliner, but I feel like it should be Aja Wilson. Because what she's been doing, honestly,
For sure.
really good, averaging 28 points. She's a walking double-double machine.
Yeah.
So it's like, and honestly, with Caitlin Clark, ever since she stepped foot in the league, she's getting honest. Obviously, she deserves her flowers, but so does Aja Wilson.
Yeah, respectfully.
And she's been doing this a lot longer than Caitlin Clark has too. So
Yeah, Aja Wilson, she's putting up 27 points too while getting those double-doubles. So that's real impressive. But that just goes to show again that, WNBA, I guess, is taking a step in the right direction if they're able to see attendances that they haven't seen in 25 years, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
But, who do you got winning Rookie of the Year? WNBA. That's going to be an interesting topic because, you still got injuries. She hooping, setting double-double records. And you still got Caitlin Clark, whose game is good, you feel me?
I feel like it's probably going to be Caitlin Clark.
Yeah.
But obviously if Angel Reese keeps getting these double-doubles, obviously I feel like they're going to give it to her easily.
Yeah.
Unless, like, what's it called? Caitlin Clark takes it to a whole nother level the second half of the season and starts hooping like she did in college, which it's possible, but honestly, I would not expect that from a rookie.
Yeah. That's a good point that you make. She would have to go on a Iowa run for sure to really, like, solidify herself as Rookie of the Year. But it's going to be real interesting to see because you already know whoever it goes to, they're going to, try to spin it, racially wise, whatever the case may be. So
yeah,
but I definitely think it should go to. I think it should go to Angel Reese. You say Caitlin Clark, I think it should go to Angel Reese. You feel me? The records speak for itself. The stats, they speak for itself. Caitlin Clark, I think she averaging 16, 17 points, but it's not a double-double. You feel me?
Well, I didn't say who specifically. I just said it can go either way.
Okay. All right. Then what about the MVP predictions? Then you got Aja Wilson.
100% Aja Wilson.
Yeah, for sure.
There's nobody else I'm seeing doing stuff on her like the same level. There's good players, but Aja Wilson is just like on her own level in my opinion. Breanna Stewart's good.
Fisa Collier on the.
I still think Aja Wilson's got it 100%.
Yeah, for sure. She averaging a dub and a double-double. 20 points a double-double.
28 points.
No, I'm not talking about Aja Wilson. I'm talking about Collier. But, yeah. Nah, for sure. Aja Wilson, she's doing it on an unbelievable level for sure.
In her last game, she had 28 points. Forgot the rebounds, but she had 5 blocks, too, against the Fever.
I didn't know that. I didn't really see the stats or get to tune into that game. But, yeah, I know the Aces, they won. They're the better team for sure. I got them winning the chip as well. Yeah, it's crazy. I wish Candace Parker was still a part of that team, though.
She was kind of old.
Yeah.
So
she won her ring with them, though. She had her story. You feel me? Her last run, whatever you want to call it.
She already solidified her spot in women's basketball history. So
yeah, for sure. And she really from the area too. She Plainfield area.
Candace she Parker. Is?
Yeah, I want to say so.
I'm gonna have to look that up.
Yeah, bro. Fact check it, man. Let me know. Let's see. Candace Parker. Hometown. Oh, Naperville. My bad.
She from Naperville. Dang.
Yep. Naperville, Illinois. Shout out Candace Parker, man. But, yeah. Shout out to WNBA, Shout out to All-Star Games coming up real soon. It's going to be real interesting to see, everybody that's participating in it. But, we go to the NBA, everybody's seen it. Everybody has literally been talking about it. Bronny finally is getting a chance to play with LeBron, bro. If this isn't a dream come true, I don't know what it is, bro. How you feel about it?
Honestly, I just think it's crazy how there's so many grown people hating on a 19-year-old, come on. Like, he's earned his spot to, play and get drafted. It's not like he's garbage. Obviously, he's, I feel like the big thing is because it's LeBron, they're comparing him to his dad and stuff, so they expect way more talent. And honestly, he's not the same, he doesn't have that same build, and he's not doesn't have the same play style exactly. Obviously, he's going to have the same, he's going to have some of LeBron's traits, like his dad, his passing IQ, his defense. We've seen that stuff, so.
Yeah, you got a good point, bro. It's a lot of people hating. I I guess they looking at Bronny as using LeBron to get into the league, but
I mean, it's nepotism, but it's not like it doesn't happen in all these other places. You look at the Cowboys. Jerry Jones has all three of his kids have big major roles in the Cowboys organization.
yeah, that's a good point that you make.
And that's just like one part. There's plenty of other companies that have like companies, teams have stuff going on like that. The only reason why Bronny is getting so much attention is because it's his dad. LeBron's the most popular athlete in the world right now.
Yeah, basketball itself is literally politics. So you really, it just happens. You feel me? It's just, you just gotta give a shout out to Bron and Bronny for even just being in a position to make that happen. You feel me? Bronny was able to go to USC. Be good enough to at least get this far. So I don't really see why people are hating. You feel me?
I still feel like he could have been benefited from going back for another year, considering like he kind of got like his start to his college career was derailed by that cardiac arrest he had. So,
Yeah, for sure.
but honestly, he's here now, so I'm excited to see what's going on.
Yeah, what kind of role do you see him like creating for himself?
Well, obviously he's gonna be. That's interesting. I would like to say he's obviously going to be coming off the bench, obviously, but that's kind of interesting because you also want to see what the Lakers do with their moves, but I don't think they're going to just throw Bronny into like an important role off the bench.
Right.
But also he's a rookie, so they're going to try to get playing time out of him and see what he can do. So I feel like he'll be like the 9th or 10th man, which is pretty much like right at the end cutoff for regular season rosters or game time.
Okay. So like, who would you compare him to then in the Lakers past?
I can't really compare him to anybody. I know people in the draft comparisons were saying some people would say Drew Holiday. I forgot some of the other ones.
Drew Holiday.
That one I was kind of like it's a little questionable because Drew Holiday is an elite defender, and he's one of the better two-way players, more so defensively. But Bronny, he still has more to prove to himself. So
yeah, I feel you. Drew Holiday is definitely interesting. I wouldn't have never thought to associate Bronny with that, but I'm trying to see like with the Lakers players in the past. I was thinking somebody like Gabe Vincent or something like that, but man, we gonna see, bro.
I forgot the Lakers still have him too. He's under contract for 2 more years.
Yeah, bro, he's a complete waste of talent. But I guess when he was somewhat healthy or productive, he was just a 3-and-D player for real. If he was open, he would knock it down.
Not so great on defense though.
Yeah.
Should have stayed with the Heat.
That's what I was just gonna say. He should have stayed with the Heat, bro. His Heat days was really like his glory days. But it's part of the NBA. Bron, he just signed that 2-year, $104 million contract though with a no trade clause. So that's major too. So basically, if Bron wanted to say, if y'all not trading Bronny with me going to this team, I'm not going to this team. That's what the no trade clause. That's what LeBron.
I think the what's it called? I think I forgot what I was about to say. Go ahead. My fault.
No, it just showed that, Bron is really just making the right moves, setting himself up for the future, you feel me? He can deny any trade request. So if you want to take Bronny with him, he really can. So it's just going to be interesting to see what the Lakers going to do, you feel me? They haven't made any moves in the free agency, but them acquiring Bronny with the 55th pick in the second round is definitely major. So,
and this is definitely, I feel like it's this is definitely going to be his last contract, 100%. I think he's retiring after these 2 years, and I think that the second year of his contract is an option for him, if I'm correct. Let me look real quick.
Okay, and for Bryce to get in the league, it's only 3 years. So if he is
LeBron's not staying for Bryce.
You don't think so?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. I seen the clip. Bryce was saying that that's not realistic either. He doesn't think playing with his dad is gonna happen. So we gonna see what they cook up in LA. But another major move that just happened. My boy Klay Thompson, he departed from the Warriors, departed from the dynasty. Man, how you feel about that?
Oh, before we do that, before we switch over to Klay Thompson, I was just gonna say it's funny how LeBron kind of declined out of his what's it called, his he used his player option to get out of the contract and said he was gonna use that money and let the Lakers try to find some help role players, and ended up just signing that same pretty much size contract again.
Yeah. So what you think? It was just pointless.
No, I know what's it called. From reports I was seeing, he had like a select list of players. Jonas Valanciunas was on there, Klay Thompson, DeMar DeRozan. Who were some other players? I'm trying to think. Um, I can't remember. But most of those players are pretty much went to other teams, like you just said. Klay Thompson went to the Mavericks. Valanciunas went to the Wizards, and then DeMar DeRozan. It's kind of up in the air to see if the Bulls are gonna trade him, or unless he's a free agent. Is he?
Yeah, he's a free agent.
So yeah, but I don't know how the Lakers' money situation is. So maybe they might do something to where they like how the Dodgers did with Shohei, where they deferred some of the money, and they'll be able to keep some of the money for like right now and sign like a bigger name. Because honestly, what I think the Lakers need to do, instead of getting like a bigger like name, get some role players. And another big man. Because I don't think AD can last playing the center. He was able to stay healthy all year, but not all. Yeah, for the most part for the season. Didn't miss as many games as he's used to missing throughout his career. But AD, I feel he's the better four. Like better as a power forward rather than the center.
Yeah, you got a point. They definitely need that backup big man or that extra big man. You feel me? AD has to go to the bench eventually as well, so they need somebody to step up and carry the load or same momentum that AD was building with him being in the game. So they need to do a lot, bro. The Lakers do it. They need to do a lot, bro. They're not that far off from the Suns.
Mm-hmm.
So,
No, they're better than the Suns. Don't do that.
We gonna see, but Klay to the Mavs, what does that do for the West? What does that do for Klay Thompson? Does it give him a chance to, revive his career?
Possibly. I think from the stuff I read, stuff that I read and heard about, he had talked about how Klay Thompson literally wanted to get out of. He wanted to go somewhere else that was more tax friendly, and like finish out his career, and was looking for a 4-year contract, but obviously he ended up with a 3-year, $50 million. So he got somewhere close. And then also his last year with the Warriors, the relationship with the whole front office pretty much was ruined. So he was ready to get out of Golden State.
Yeah.
Especially after contract negotiations went south before the start of the 23-24 season. So
yeah, it was rumors that even the Lakers was interested in him. So why do you think he went to Dallas?
Because of the taxes.
Okay, you could do a lot more money and
more tax friendly. There's no income tax down there in Texas, and then I know there's some other stuff and that goes into it. But LA, you get taxed. They tax the mess out of your income.
Yeah, I feel like Klay gonna ball in Dallas though. You got Kyrie and Luka. They did well together, but they need them people that's gonna they're gonna throw the ball out too, and they're gonna knock that shot down. I feel like Klay is gonna play a role like P.J. Washington. You feel me? But it's still Klay Thompson at the end of the day. So
I still don't think it's the same Klay Thompson. Obviously his name holds weight, yes, but ever since those injuries, I don't think he's not saying he's washed, but he's nowhere near what he used to be. He's not gonna be as effective on the defensive end. Yes, he can. Can he get his 3-point shot back? I hope so.
Yeah, I feel like that's what I know Klay for though. The 3-point shot. Klay was playing defense. I'll take that back. Klay was playing defense on those Warriors runs or Warriors days. I take that back. But if he get that jump shot back, bro, he'll be good, bro. The Mavs right now, they need Klay Thompson to just shoot threes and knock them down for us and bring that veteran experience. You feel me? So
Yeah, because Klay doesn't need the ball to be scoring points. We've already seen it. The man scored 61 points, only taking 3 dribbles the whole game. So
yeah, and that that's that brings a lot to the game. You feel me? That's a game changer. Without him scoring that many points, you feel me? You potentially lose the game. And you feel me? The defensive aspect in the NBA is not really a main focus. So I think he'll be good, bro.
and what do you think about the Warriors?
That's a good question. They are, they aren't as in bad of a place as they were that one year coming out of the bubble or going into the bubble, but they're for sure close to it with them losing Clay, losing CP3. So we gonna see, bro. Steph and Draymond, that's not gonna get it done. And you said that's not the same Clay, that's not the same Draymond either. So
Yeah, they signed DeAnthony Melton, and then I saw earlier today they signed Kyle Anderson. I don't really care too much about Kyle Anderson, but DeAnthony Melton, his time with the 76ers, he was pretty solid off the bench. I think he averaged right around 10, 12 points, and he was shooting very effective from 38%. That's real good.
Yeah. Melton was definitely stepping up, and that's a name that surprised me because like I looked at him as a scrub back then. So.
Oh yeah, he used to be, and then he's turned it around. I was hoping the 76ers were gonna be able to keep him, especially since they got PG and be able to keep that core together. Except Tobias Harris, I don't care. Tobias Harris is garbage, but they kept that core together. That team would be pretty lethal. And now there's talks about the Warriors even going after Buddy Hield for a sign and trade.
Yeah, I don't have faith in Buddy Hield's game though. So
why not?
He just haven't proved. He didn't prove anything, bro. He's been at Sacramento, didn't prove anything. He went to the Pacers, didn't prove anything. Where is he coming from now? The Pacers?
No, he left from the Pacers and went to the Pacers traded him to the 76ers.
He didn't prove anything on there either.
Well, it's not like he's a star player. He's a 3-and-D type of player.
But coming into the league, Buddy Hield was supposed to be like bigger than what he is now.
I understand that, but then people quickly realize he's not going to be that superstar, and he's just a 3-and-D type of player. He can shoot the ball effectively.
Is he better than DeAnthony Melton right now?
I don't know. That's up in the air.
Okay. Well, you mentioned it already, but speaking of PG to the Sixers, you think that was a good move?
If PG can stay healthy, yes. I mean, it will be good for it'll be good for the regular season, but come playoffs, it depends on what like Paul George you gonna get. Are you gonna get Pandemic P, or are you gonna get actually Paul George? Because there's plenty of times that this man Paul George has been garbage like more so recently. Like these past 4 or 5 years, he's been pretty. I'd say garbage. Yeah. I like to use a different word, but I'm gonna try to keep PG. But yeah, this man had one good game against the Mavericks in their playoff series. It was the Mavericks, right?
Yeah, they played the Mavericks.
Yeah, he had one good game in their playoff series where he like balled out like the true number one, and then the rest of the 4 games, this man was garbage. And it's like, you can't keep having that happen.
Yeah, you got a good point, bro. I was going to ask you, too, like, is he at the tail end of his career? I feel like PG is a little washed, bro. Not washed, but he's getting there, bro. Like, if he doesn't prove himself on this team, like, those talks will be had, bro.
Well, it's a 5-year contract, so obviously I feel like it'll be towards the end of his career anyway, depending on how old he is, because I think he's 33, if I'm correct.
Yeah, I could look his age up real
Yeah,
quick.
he's 34, so 5 years puts him at 39, so it's like...
Oh, yeah, it's wraps after that.
That's if he stays through that contract.
Yeah, he's definitely known for leaving where he's at. He's made a lot of promises to organizations. I know it kind of started with the OKC franchise. He promised the Clippers franchise something.
Oh, no, he started it with the Pacers first.
Oh, he made a promise to the Pacers?
Yeah.
Started early, huh? First thing he was on. I didn't know that.
Then only stayed 2 seasons with the Thunder, but then was out of there.
Wow. Yeah, those Thunder days was really where he solidified. Well, I take that back. It's the Pacers. Pacer days, he built that momentum, and then the Thunder days really, I guess, put a stamp on it. Really showing like where his game was at, and that's when he started getting injured. And yeah,
No, I think he started getting injured like more so with the Clippers. With the Thunder, he was actually
he got the shoulder injuries too, though.
he had the shoulder injuries, but he was still able to play and he was effective because you remember he was still like in the MVP talks during out the
Thunder.
this time there. Yeah,
Yeah, he was. You're right about that. Yep.
it was like as soon as he got to the Clippers with Kawhi Leonard, they both took turns on being on that IR.
Yeah, bro. That's a good point that you make. For real. Shout out Paul George, though. Somebody told me that he's like the modern day Tracy McGrady.
Mm. Tracy McGrady wasn't able to stay as healthy for as long as Paul George was, though.
Yeah, that's a good point that you make. That's a real good point that you make. Tracy McGrady, he got injured when he was on the Rockets, and that was still like what kind of early point in his career.
Was it the Rockets? I'm trying to think because I know. Was Tracy McGrady on the Magic early in his career, or was
Yeah, he was on the Magic as well.
Because I know it was the I think it was he was with the Raptors first, and then he went to the Magic. I might be getting this wrong.
No, you're right. He was on the Raptors, and then he went to the Magic.
And then he went to the Raptors. Then
The Rockets.
no, he went to that's what I said. He went to the Rockets, and then I think it was the Spurs afterwards, or I might be wrong on that one. He just started going from multiple different teams.
Yeah, he started team hopping after that. But yeah, shout out PG, man. We gonna see what the Philly do because you got to think about it. What kind of Joel Embiid are you gonna get as well?
Yeah, it depends. Shoot. It depends on how well Embiid and Paul George can manage the wear and tear throughout the season because both of them got glass knees. So
yeah, especially Embiid, you can't be throwing lobs off the backboard when you already rushed yourself to come back. So yeah, I just hope those guys stay healthy.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, that was crazy. That's just how you know he was just too deep into the game.
But maybe that takes some of the workload off of Embiid since now they have like a true third option, or maybe Maxey becomes that third option. We don't know.
Yeah, Maxey's been stepping up, so this is his time to really take that ball and run with it. But somebody else that really can't stay healthy either. CP3, he made that move to the Spurs. How you feel about that?
I mean, he was healthy for the most part last season. The only thing that was he got hurt, like one that kept him out for a long time, was the I think it was a wrist injury, if I'm correct. So, and that was like something he can't really control. It was just like it was like a freak accident. So I wouldn't really blame that on him. It's gonna be interesting to see how well like he works with Wemby and like help improve him in his game because he's known to like help like push those young teams forward. He did it with the Thunder with Shai Gilgeous, if I'm correct. Wasn't Shai there?
That's a good question. I don't know if they played together.
He was because that was the year after Paul George. Paul George was on the Clippers, so yeah, Shai was already with the Thunder when CP3 went there. So yeah, maybe it might be another thing. I don't think the Spurs make the playoffs.
You don't think so?
Like the Thunder did? No, they maybe could be a play-in team, but I don't think so. With how the West is, I just can't see it.
That's a good point. The West is real competitive. But I definitely have like that Spurs offense or whatever just completely changing with CP3 being there. Because I watched a few of their games, and you got guys like Jeremy Sokan, whatever his name is. And he's just, not getting Wemby the ball or just dragging, whatever the case may be. Even guys like Devin Fizzell, Trey Jones, all of them, they're just like they're out there trying to get their own buckets, which is cool. But, when you got somebody like Wemby on your team, you need to almost get him the ball every possession, if not every other possession.
Yeah.
You feel me? What you think he can do for a CP3 career, though? Is it too late in the game for him to...
Yeah, he's not getting a ring. At this point, I feel like he's just trying to help, like, the younger generation of players.
Yeah.
Help elevate them. So it's unfortunate. I really wish I could have saw CP3 get a ring because I feel like he's one of the greatest point guards of all time. But
hey, he just added to the list of other great point guards who never were able to get the ring. You got guys like John Stockton. Who else then went one?
I'd take CP3 over John Stockton too any day. So.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. CP3's game is more exciting than John Stockton.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, even though John Stockton has had better final performances than CP3. I will always remember CP3 for that meme they made of him. He was like, CP3 hits another three to cut the lead down to like 40 or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And his hamstrings also kept him from rings, too.
CP3?
Yep.
Yeah.
When he was with the Clippers, and then specifically when he was with the Rockets and they were playing the Warriors, they literally would have won the finals if he didn't get hurt and miss Game 6 and 7.
Yeah, CP3 was on one that series for sure. It was almost, a blessing that CP3 had went down. But, since we're on the topic of injuries and whatnot, Donovan Mitchell, he re-signed with the Cavs. He was just injured in the playoffs last season. How you feel about that? I think it was, before you get into it, I think it was interesting. But go ahead.
I don't really think it's you have to worry about Donovan Mitchell's health history. I feel like it was a good signing, but now it's pretty evident that I feel like they're gonna move on from Darius Garland and Evan Mobley, because I remember that was some of the talks a month and a half ago about how there was trouble inside the locker room, how Mitchell didn't think some of the players were mature enough and some of the stuff, and Evan Mobley had reportedly talked about how he didn't even want to be on or go to the Cavaliers. So,
wow, I didn't hear about that. I didn't know it was friction between those guys, but I thought Donovan Mitchell sat out in the playoffs just because, like, we knew, okay, he was up out of here. I know the Lakers were targeting him as well, so for him to re-sign is an interesting move for me. I don't think that's a championship caliber team, but we'll see what they do in the future.
I feel like that team could have been. When you look at their 2022-23 season, they were a really good team. They were one of the better, I think, top 5 defensively, and they had a great offense and everything. So they had the pieces there. It's just they couldn't mesh together in that second season, and like I just mentioned earlier, there was friction in the locker room, so that definitely doesn't help. So
yeah, chemistry is everything in basketball. You gotta have that chemistry on the court and off the court. So yeah, they got knocked out to the Celtics as well. So.
Yeah, well, I expected that to be easy series for the Celtics, especially when you look at that starting 5.
Yeah, that's a tough matchup for the Cavs. Young, inexperienced, I guess, if you want to say that. I don't know which round it was in the playoffs, Second
it was
round?
first round, but it was second round. My fault, because they beat the Magic in the first round. And then last year, they were first round bounces to the Knicks. And that was when Jalen Brunson kind of started to pop off and give everybody a little taste of what he got.
Interesting. Yeah.
But I was going to ask you about this. What do you think about the Clippers situation, since we talked about that earlier?
Oh, with them losing PG and whatnot?
PG, and then also the signings of they extended Russell Westbrook, and then James Harden.
Yeah, and they acquired Kevin Porter Jr. as well.
Oh yeah.
The Clippers, man, all my hope was in the Clippers last season, you feel me? If they were going to do anything, it would have been last season. And it's crazy because I said that about them a couple years before that, but I don't got hope with, Russ, James Harden, and Kawhi. Kawhi's going to sit out a few of those games anyway, so this may just be the Houston Rockets all over again. But it is interesting to see that Kevin Porter Jr. is in the league, bro. He's making a comeback, and yeah, I don't even know. That's a whole nother story within itself. Should we even go there, bro? It was so funny.
I started laughing because some of the comments talking about KPJ's 2-time world champ in boxing.
Bro, it's crazy because Kevin Porter Jr. got signed to the Clippers the same day that the girl that he beat up got dropped from the Chicago Sky. And that's just crazy odds, bro. Crazy odds. The Clippers are, with that signing of Kevin Porter Jr., that just goes to tell them that they're desperate. You feel me? They need someone to fill PG's shoes. So.
Or the sports don't care because Miles Porter, or not
Miles Bridges.
Miles Bridges did the same thing.
Yep. And even when he got back in the league, that was an interesting time too. There was a lot of controversy around that. And I even thought he was going to get traded. You feel me? Early on, it was talked about him going to the Suns. But
they didn't want to do that.
Yeah. What you think about the Clippers, though?
They're not winning anything anytime soon. James Harden, I'm just tired. I'm just sick and tired of his stuff, his antics. He's not going to win a ring at all, especially since Kawhi's never around to stay healthy.
Yeah.
That was a failed experiment. And then when you look at the all the stuff they gave up to get the kind of like form, that dynamic duo between him and Paul George, they gave up a lot. They gave up at least, like, I think 6 or 7 picks. And then you gave up also Danilo Gallinari and then Shai Gilgeous. That's a huge loss.
Yeah. I think they lost PJ Tucker as well, I want to say.
No, he wasn't. I don't think he was part of that trade.
No, but they're going to lose PJ Tucker.
Oh, he wanted out of there.
Yeah, he wanted out of there real bad. Yeah.
He was asking for trades early in the midway through the season, and they didn't grant it to him. So.
Yeah, I remember that. All the focus was on, just the big three. And I guess PJ Tucker wasn't getting no love. But, bro, PJ Tucker not even nobody that should even feel like he has the option to choose where you want to go. Like, come on, bro.
No, he's not there.
He win a ring and win a couple of nice sneakers and think he all that. But, yeah, we going to see, man. The Clippers, they going into a new arena and whatnot next season, too.
New arena to be garbage.
New arena to be garbage. It would have been so raw if they went into that arena as the NBA champions, but that's just the NBA for you. You feel me? Plot twist and everything. That's what comes with it. But something major that just happened too. Jason Tatum, he's now the highest paid player, in NBA history. It's crazy because that same team had another player who was the highest paid player in NBA history. It's
Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, it's like, man, y'all, they really having money over there, bro. Like, they able to sign both of them. They just spent they're going to spend like $600 million on both of them.
And over the, I think the course of the next 6 years, they're going to be paying out $1 billion to their starting lineup in Boston. That's crazy.
Crazy, but that's really nothing for them, if we're being honest. And they said that that $314 million was a nod to Jason Tatum's area code. You feel me? I don't know if that's true or not, but crazy, bro. $314 million. I thought the price tag was gonna be a little bit higher.
No, it's not any higher than that. No.
Yeah.
I still think that's kind of high, but it's whatever.
Yeah. He deserves it. You feel me? Win a ring. So yeah, but I think we was talking about the Thunder earlier, and somebody just joined them. What was it?
Hardenstein.
Yeah, the Thunder. You feel me? Is that a decent pickup for them? Is Hardenstein?
Yeah. I was saying that all the time, like throughout all the season last year, they needed another big man. Chet was good, but I felt like that other big man would have helped because they were one of the worst teams when it came to rebounding. So now you add another 7-footer who can like work down low, get you some boards, and can score in the paint well. That helps a lot.
Yeah. Is it enough though?
Obviously, well, it's still free agency, so they can still like make some moves, or some people might get traded. You already saw they got rid of Giddey.
Oh yeah. I seen Giddey just dunked on somebody today too in the Olympic
high schooler.
Wait, that was a high schooler that he dunked on?
No, I'm just saying since he loves being in high school.
Yeah, bro, it was a high schooler he dunked on. Yeah, you funny for that, bro. But yeah, you said it is enough.
No, I maybe I feel like they could They can improve in some more areas. Get you in like a bench big man,
Yeah.
maybe. Because that small ball lineup, I remember seeing them do a lot last year. Did not work that well at all.
Yeah. And you said DeAndre Jordan. Bro, not DeAndre Jordan. Bro. DeAndre Drummond, he's going to
The 76ers.
the 76ers. Oh, yeah, that would have been a great pickup for him.
Mm-hmm.
For him. The vibes in Houston is dope, too, though. I feel like Hardenstein definitely, a jail well with all those young guys and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
It was something else I was going to say about the NBA that happened, too. Oh, yeah. Recently, too, OG, he re-signed with the Knicks. I'm mentioning this, though, because...
I called that on the last episode.
Yeah, I was going to say, you called it on the episode that we was trying to film and whatnot. Go ahead.
No, because I was literally saying, like, because right before we shot it, he had talked about, we had all found out that he had turned down his option to play for the next season. Yeah. And I literally was like, I knew he was going to, he wanted, like, more of, like, a job security. He was going to try to get more money. And I think he's getting paid, like, $200 million now, right?
That's a good question. I could look it up.
Like, $202 million, I think, for, like, 5 years.
Yeah, let me see.
That's crazy to me.
Yeah, 5 year, $212 million. Yeah, he had me fooled with him declining that player option. I was like, dang, the Knicks was that close to possibly winning a championship, and OG gonna lead them. But for him to sign back, bro, they might be able to do it, bro. They might.
Yeah, New York has a big market, so they can buy players like that. So
yeah, I say trade Julius Randle though, man. Shop, man, just shop. It's pieces out there that you can get for Julius Randle and little pigs. You feel me?
I feel like they're still gonna rock with Julius Randle. He was doing good before he got hurt last year, so
yeah.
But yeah, I agree with you. He be inconsistent a lot of times.
Yeah,
he's the X factor of that team.
He's definitely on his last strike though, bro. If he doesn't do good this season, adios. He's out of here.
So since the Knicks have lost Hartenstein, and you think they should get rid of Randle, who's a big that you think they should get or go after?
That's a good question, bro. For Julius Randle, a big they should go after. Man, put me on the spot with this one. Who's somebody that wants to get about where they are? I don't know. I was gonna say, bro, man, I'll trade for Ingram. It's not a big man, but at least it's still somebody that could score. It'd be effective. I guess you could fit in the system too, but that's what I was gonna say. He's not a big man, but I'll trade for Ingram again. Of course, the Pelicans won't do it, but
you wouldn't trade for what's it called, like someone like Aiden or what's it called? I'm trying to think of another big man.
Nah, I got Randall being far better than Aiden.
Well, understandably, but I'm just naming some like big man.
Oh, big man. Yeah. No, I wouldn't take that risk on Aiden. But yeah, that is that's a decent name though, as a big man for sure.
I'm trying to think. I had another question. I can't remember it now. Shoot.
Yeah.
Damn.
What if the Wolves wanted to make that trade and really get their big man or one of their big men up out of there? Like,
I don't want to see
Gobert on the Knicks.
I don't want to see the Knicks trade for Gobert. That would piss me off.
Yeah, that would be pretty absurd.
But one move I would be interested in seeing is the Knicks going after someone like Zion Williamson.
Yeah, I was thinking that too, but that's a lot to ask for, Randall for Williamson.
I'm not sure.
That was her draft pick. You feel me?
Well, yeah, Julius Randle was on the Pelicans too at one point.
He was.
And then, but also Zion Williamson with his injury history with the Pelicans and all the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the Pelicans might be willing to might consider moving on from him.
Yeah.
And when you think about it, there's what's it called? Zion Williamson does not seem like he wants to be there, because there's multiple signs, him being out of shape and stuff. Him him constantly being out of shape while he's down there. I honestly don't think he'd be out of shape if he was in a market that he actually wanted to actually be in, because he was not like that at Duke. And so
yeah, that just comes with being known for jumping out the gym. You feel me? Nobody's ever able to jump out the gym for just forever. So you gotta, I guess, know that with that comes with a decline year after year and potentially injuries. So
No, I mean, I agree with you on that, but I still think he can definitely still do it if he just puts the if he conditions right and puts the food down.
yeah,
Cause
yeah, Randall for Williamson, that would be interesting. That's kind of realistic. So
and I'm trying to think of some other big men that teams would be willing to move on from.
yeah,
It's like Sabonis is pretty locked up. You're not Kings would not trade that. It would have to be some major like deal, and that won't happen.
yeah,
Um, the one I could think about is possibly the Knicks trading for what's his name, Jared Allen, or even they trade for Mobley.
yeah.
That
Now
would
that
be
would be a good
Mobley would
pickup.
be a good pickup.
Yeah, you got any faith in Mitchell Robinson?
Mitchell Robinson, if he can stay healthy, I've seen him get hurt these past like few seasons, and it's like, damn, it's a big blow because it's a big man that was starting to like he was starting to make a name for himself and starting to like have a decent role in that lineup, and as soon as he gets going and he gets injured, and it's like okay,
Yeah,
eventually teams are just gonna get tired of having to deal with that, and they're gonna move on. So
yeah. With the Knicks losing an effective piece like Hardenstein, though, I feel like they're gonna make another move. You feel me? I don't think they let him walk for no reason. So
yeah.
who knows what they're cooking up? Maybe they will move Julius Randle. We'll see, though. But yeah, that's just like a little list of topics that we cover. I don't know how many it was exactly. You got anything else?
Shoot, there was some other stuff. I'm trying to think. Some other so far, like who do you think has won free agency?
Mm. Who do I think was one free agency? Uh, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I'll say Boston because they re-signed Derek White. They were able to keep Jason Tatum for longevity. So and they're the NBA champion. So they didn't get better, but they didn't get worse either. You feel me? And all the other teams that landed big players, I didn't see them really getting like better either. Like I don't see the PG land being that significant. I don't see the Klay Thompson land being that significant either. They didn't lose anybody as well. So maybe the Mavericks should be a close runner up.
They did lose somebody. They lost Derrick Jones.
Oh, they lost Derrick Jones Jr.? Wow.
I think they lost him to the Warriors, if I'm correct.
He was a big piece for them too, so.
No, they lost Derrick Jones Jr. to the Clippers.
To the Clippers. Yeah, he was a big piece for them too. Who do you think though?
I'm trying to think. I'm going based off of like excluding like the extending the players, so I'm going off of like how teams like improve their lineup or like their roster.
Strictly new pieces.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I say the Thunder are one of those teams. Because they needed a big man, they went out there and got themselves a decent big man. Trying to think. Oh, the Knicks for sure, because they got Michael Bridges. That was another piece.
Oh, I forgot about that too. That's totally slipped my mind.
And then 76ers. I still think I want to put the 76ers on there, but it's like Paul George, his history in the playoffs is not good. Neither is Embiid, so it's like
right.
And then who else is there? I don't really think of anybody else.
Yeah, like you want to say somebody, but like that's why I just say the Celtics is a little bailout answer because it's just hard to say right now, But I will say the Knicks, as that Mikal Bridges trade slipped my mind. The Knicks, they're cooking big time.
Who do you think regresses after the season? Me personally, I think it's the Nuggets.
After this season that just passed?
Yeah. Because I say the Nuggets because they lost a big part of their lineup and KCP.
Yeah, they did lose him. I say the Bucks as well. It seemed like they took a route that they thought would work instantly went through coaches, and the person that they traded away ended up winning the championship. So I feel like the Bucks got a lot of regrets.
Shoot, yeah, getting rid of Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. Also, but I feel like that happened because Bucks would have had a way better playoff run. They had Giannis not got hurt, and then you had Dame get hurt with that calf strain, and it's like then you were left with Chris Middleton trying to lead that team, and that's not gonna work.
Yeah, it was a lot to consider with the way that the way that the Bucks performed, because they switched coaches, like as I mentioned too. So it's like you switching a whole new chemistry in a sense. So
And that's on Giannis, in my opinion. 'Cause a lot of reports that I had read talked about how Giannis was constantly butting heads with Adrian Griffin, and it was like, okay, so it's kind of sounds like he is sort of like part of the problem, but especially considering like that team was doing good, they were like 40 something, and they were well over 500. So, and then you fired a coach after the team was being successful. So,
yeah, that's a good point that you made. That's definitely a good point that you made. Giannis got a little bit of LeBron in him. You feel me? He went up to the GM and said, "Something got to shake." So
and instead you have Doc Rivers, who is known for having his team sell in the playoffs.
yeah, I don't know, bro. I got a little bit of love for Doc Rivers, bro. People be giving him flack, giving him, whatever. I feel like Doc is cool. You feel me? But I don't know, bro. I feel like the Bucks, they got the biggest regrets, for sure.
Bucks? Okay.
But the biggest player that I feel like that has the most regrets, even though he injured himself, John Morant, you feel me? Had he not gotten into the little gun situation, who knows where the Memphis Grizzlies would have been.
Oh, yeah, because he ultimately cost himself $60 million, too. So,
yeah, I didn't know that. Didn't know that at all. But a lot of players moved on from the Memphis Grizzlies. I know they lost Steven Adams.
oh, yeah, that's true. That's another play. Did he sign to a team or he declined his option?
No, I know he's on the Rockets right now. I thought they traded him to the Rockets.
Okay, so that's a good pickup for them.
Yeah.
I was about to say the Knicks better make a move, but nah, Rockets swooped in and got him. So
yeah, even then though, they possibly still can't make a move. For me, the Rockets is a young organization who would love to have a guy like Julius Randle. So,
but with how the play-in is shaped, I feel like the Rockets are gonna try and shoot for the play-in.
Oh yeah,
since they have that chance to make the playoffs straight out of there.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah, they almost got in this season, so they definitely shooting towards that. But yeah, we have 53 minutes. Anything else?
No, I think that's about it. I think that's about it.
Oh, yeah. All right, man. Well, that's episode 4.
Make sure.
Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I already know what you was gonna say. That's episode 4. Make sure you subscribe, share the video to everybody. Everybody including who?
Oh, your mama, your daddy, your grannies, cousins, uncles, friends, all of them.
Yeah, make sure you share, subscribe, like, all that. But that's episode 4, y'all. We out.